Good morning and welcome to Traders Next Door. I'm your host, Edgar Katashabe, and this is the latest scoop. So, in local trader news, the FX goats have been accused of hiring a hacker to take down Rydall Ficks' social media accounts. This is coming in retaliation for an expose Rydall Ficks posted where he exposed the FX goats for having traded a demo account and trying to pass it off as real. The FX goats claimed that they had made $1.2 million out of a $50,000 deposit, withdrawing $62,000 of those, and they were boasting about the $62,000 withdrawal. But during the video that they posted, Rydall Ficks noticed that the symbol on the account showed that the account was actually a demo. So he posted the expose exposing them, claiming that they were actually trading demo, trying to pass it off as real. Now, this highlights a very interesting point because most demo accounts do not have the functionality to show withdrawals. So this begs the question, is the broker that they belong to in on the scheme, or did they just find a way to jimmy rig the system by themselves? As yet, there has been no comment by the broker XNES on these events, but they do raise an interesting question as to if we have caught out the FX goats doing this, what have they gotten away with in the past? This also shows that their sense of remorse is quite low for them to go through the trouble of hiring a hacker to take down Rydall Ficks' accounts. They did put out a statement saying that whereas they are sorry to the SA traders for their unscrupulous behavior, it is not as it would appear. According to them, what they actually did was trade multiple accounts and coalesce all those funds together and to then claim the $62,000 withdrawal. So they adamantly deny that they were trading demo. They just claim to have traded multiple accounts, and these were the accumulated profits from multiple accounts as opposed to the one. So confessing to a lesser crime in order to get away with a bigger crime. But this does pose a interesting conundrum that local trading is under at the moment, in that the trading community is ripe with scams, both big and small. And it would appear some of the brokers are in on these scams. So we're in a spot of trouble as the SA community. Who can you trust? Who is actually doing good business? Who is out there to scam you of your hard-earned money? This is a really serious problem that we have in the SA community, where a lot of it, the vast majority of it, is out there to scam you of your hard-earned money. If you look at the series that the FX Goats video came from, it came from a series of trading $100 to $5,000. And the fact that they're starting with such small amounts initially seems to suggest that their target market are those who are not quite wealthy, starting out in the industry, are not the kind of people who can afford to lose much in the early stages. So the fact that they are promoting these kind of scams for their own self-gain on those who are the most vulnerable in the trading community does pose some issues. Rydall Ficks, however, is undeterred. He told them that, listen, if they're going to block his accounts, he can go ahead and do so. Rydall Ficks does have a few friends in high places, so if that was to happen, I am pretty sure that his social media accounts would be back up and running soon. But the fact that the FX Goats went to the trouble of hiring a hacker instead of just admitting to their fault and deleting the footage from the video that they posted does serve to show what kind of character they're working with. And we as traders need to be very careful about who we put our faith in, who we put our trust in, and how we are going to look out for these sort of scams moving forward. So it also begs to question that if the FX Goats are willing to do this on their own personal capacity to try and scam a bunch of people, looking at their prop firm, what kind of shady business tactics might they be implementing there? It was not too long ago the FX Express Funded needed a broker behind it. They had lost their previous broker. They needed to get into a new broker. Their partnership with XNES XNES did not come to the table to provide their services for their broker. They had to get a third party involved. And that also begs the question, well, if they have such a good relationship with XNES, and it would appear XNES is somewhat aware, at the very least, of their unscrupulous activity, why wasn't XNES the first to raise their hand up and join Express Funded? What do they know that we don't? So, traders out there, be very careful who you put your trust into. This is still a developing story. Please look at Rydall Ficks' YouTube channel for a lot of the details. This has been the latest scoop. I've been Edgar Kartashabe, and we will see you in the next one.